Hey guys, welcome back to the Kampai Sugai podcast. Guys, today we have a really special guest with us. Someone who you already see his shades over here. You guys already know if you watched this stream before, you already know who I'm gonna interview today. We have Hawaii streamer, podcast host for the Tales from the Taro Patch podcast, Mr. Ikaikaloha. Thank you for joining.
It? Right on. Thank you for having me.
Guaranteed, dog.
Very stoked to be here, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers. Hey, thanks for picking up the beers, dude.
Yeah, you know that.
This one's nuts. Slam Jam. For anybody that's looking right at the YouTube, if you're listening, it's called Slam Jam. Right? These are thick, slushy. So are these like is it like a specific? Do you like just fruitier beers or?
When I first started drinking, I was probably like, obviously not 21, maybe in like high school. Everybody starts off with like Corona or Pilsners, you know, like that domestic stuff you
Heineken,
can like steal from the store kind of.
Yeah.
Nah, but then as I got older, I started drinking IPAs and then.
Okay.
Bro, IPAs used to just get me smacked kind. Like I would buy a 6-pack and it would last me like all week. I would just drink like one beer after work kind every night. But then after IPAs, I kind of it started getting like too heavy for me. And like just the buzz from IPAs was just so heavy, and I would always just be like, not even a good buzz, just miserable. Like, why'd I even drink that?
That's why you wear the shades now. You don't like people see your eyes.
No, bro, that's actually a really good reason why I wear the shades too. Cause like,
bro.
I'll go take like a rip off camera and then I'll be back all smacked, like eyes all closed behind the shades, but nobody can even tell, you know. But beer, bro. After the IPA phase, I kind of started getting into like the thick smoothie style kind of stuff, and. I don't know, once my tongue got a acquired taste for that, I just can't drink like the other stuff anymore. It's weird. Yeah,
for some reason, okay, so like for me, I started drinking Coronas, and I think I always will drink a Corona once in a while because I don't know, for some reason it's like a nostalgic thing for me. I think about back in I want to say high school for people that know, But yeah, back in high school, like it's like a nostalgic thing. Like, the taste of Coronas. Not really Heineken's, because like I'll drink Heineken's, but something about Coronas, it feels a little lighter. And
definitely lighter.
Like I can just pound those. Like
Heineken's has like that weird like, almost like a nutty aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's like, where did that come from?
Yeah, and then like I had this Bud Light Platinum phase where
bro, Platinums are dangerous, dude.
Yeah, they are dangerous.
Cause they're like what, like 12%?
Yeah.
And like they taste like great, like kind of easy to go down. I remember, bro. Yeah, everybody went through a Platinum phase.
Yeah. I mean, I'll drink a Platinum once in a while, but like, I think Coronas, like if I go to somewhere and I'm just kind of like I want to chill, I'll always order a Corona.
Yeah.
And they're not that expensive. Like some places you go, it's like, I want to say $4. Used to be much cheaper back in the day, but
for real, the Dollar Beer Garden, Shirkia.
Oh, bruh,
that used to be the spot.
That was slaps, man.
Bro, one time actually, speaking about Shirkia, one time I went there with just a bunch of my coworkers and stuff. I used to work at Ichiriki in Kaneohe.
Okay.
So we all went there one day, and then, we was all drinking the dollar beers, taking shots of whatever. And then like all my friends ended up mixing like just a bunch of different liquors like into one little cup. And it was like, hey, Kikes, you gotta drink this. And of course, me being like the youngest out of everybody, like feeling like I gotta prove myself. You know what I mean? So, boom, bottoms up. And then, bro, like honestly, I blacked out after that. But then there's videos of me, bro, like standing on the table in Shirkia, like literally trying to go Super Saiyan, like screaming, just like, bro, like ridiculous.
Like that one kid that was trying to turn Super Saiyan.
No, like literally trying to turn Super Saiyan, bro. Like, and watching that video, I was just so shame. I'm like, bro, like, why would you guys even let me like get
to that point?
Like, you guys are not good friends. No.
That was like So you ever play King's Cup?
Yeah. Definitely King's Cup.
Like just like that. I remember I had to do that one time, but
It's potent.
I didn't black out. Luckily, I just was like super wired. I don't know. Sometimes beer has an after like they has a different reaction
Yeah.
where I just stay up like way longer. It's like coffee sometimes to me.
Nah, I know what you mean.
But even though it's supposed to slow me down, like growing up, I think like this would be well, bless you. Post high school, right? Would be I would go with my friends, my church friends. Actually, you guys know who you are. But we go to like the club or something right there. And then I would pound like alcohol, like shots, vodka and stuff like that. I'd pound a lot of I used to drink a lot more. Now I don't now I don't drink as much now. And I used to stay up until like the next day until like 1 o'clock p.m.
Oh.
And I would sleep for a couple hours and then go meet up my friends again, somewhere.
Nah, church guys, they honestly can go the hardest. They're like, let's go party. No.
You know why? It's because when they do communion, they're getting like conditioned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's like pre-gaming before the game.
No, for serious, yeah. Facts. You'd know. Nah.
They slip in. They think it's grape juice, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? They're pre-gaming some wine.
Yeah. Classic.
So, anyway, thank you for coming on the show, Brian. Let's talk about streaming because like that's something that like I met you through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and how'd you get into it? And why go into like streaming in general?
Oh yeah. So I haven't even really like talked about this to anybody, but I guess I started streaming just because so like, sorry, this is gonna be a long story.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so when I was in high school freshman year, I used to have like a YouTube account. That was when like Niga Higa was like the king of YouTube, and he's from Hawaii too, and everybody.
Shout out to Ryan Higa.
Yep, shouts out to Ryan Higa. Everybody was just trying to be like that. So yeah, I had a YouTube channel. I would do like rants, silly stuff at school. But then like as I got older, I kind of like I deleted all the videos I made, like thinking they were like lame or like, oh, people are gonna find this and like bring it up and tease me. So yeah, but I actually regret it, bro, because like I remember making just like stupid funny videos and like I wish it was still on the internet so I could show like my nieces and nephews like, bro, look what I was doing at your age. Like you guys can go create stuff. But yeah, so after high school I was kind of just still like not really down, but I always wanted to make content. I was just like, I guess I really just cared what everybody was gonna think, so it took me a while to get out of that little mindset, I guess grow up a bit. So yeah, last year I guess it was like after COVID.
After it began.
Yeah,
right.
after COVID, I bought my PC and stuff, and PCs are not cheap. So after buying my PC and stuff, I was like, frick, bro, like, how can I make this thing pay for itself? Because like, yeah, that shit is expensive.
Yeah.
So I always knew like people could make money from content. I just didn't know what would have been the easiest avenue for me to like start earning quickly. So on top of always wanting to make content again and then wanting my computer to pay for itself, I figured I might as well just start streaming because one, it's just like, it's not like I don't play games already.
Yeah.
And two, like I feel like me playing games with my friends and like the conversations we have and like having people, I guess, share those conversations with other people, like, yeah, that's good content in itself. So yeah, I just took the leap. I created a Twitch account. I knew nothing about anything. I literally just made an account and was like, "Kit, I'm a streamer now." But yeah, I just dove head in. And a big problem I have is like once I get into something, bro, like I gotta go all in. I gotta get the best of the best. Yeah, hyper focused, bro. Like I'll like not want to do anything for like an extended period of time just until like I'm satisfied with like where I'm at with that one thing, So yeah, it was kind of yeah, I was kind of grinding for a while on Twitch. And then I finally got enough followers to get like the little subscription button.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, once you get that, you can basically start making money. It's not like you're getting paid hourly or like getting paid from like working a job. It's literally like, you know how servers make tips? It's even nutser than tips because like you don't want to ask your viewers for money because like that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But like you do want to get subscriptions and stuff.
Right.
So like trying to, I guess not really like, because people are gonna donate whether they like you and like if you're just doing your stuff, you know. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess I just freaking took the leap and
it's like passive income,
exactly. And yeah, Twitch has been kind of and I figure going to Twitch too because not a lot of people from Hawaii are on it. Or maybe they are as like gamers and stuff, but like not as like what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to be a variety streamer, so like basically everything and anything. So like I have guests on, I play games, I go walk around Waikiki with my GoPro and stuff. So yeah, a lot of different things.
Watch fights.
Yeah, watch fights. That's actually pretty funny because like when you do that, like copyright and stuff is really technical. So what I did was I aimed my webcam at my face and then you can kind of see the fight and like the reflection of my frames and I'm just like reacting to it. But yeah, they didn't flag that or anything. So
okay, good.
we got away with that one. But yep, streaming has been pretty fun so far, bro. Like it's cool just seeing what I can do and what I can make.
Yeah.
And like I've made so many connections through this already that like yeah, I'm just gonna see where this takes me. Just keep going.
Yeah, guaranteed, dude. You're doing really good, man.
You know.
Like so, like for Kelsey and I, not a lot of people know this, but we used to stream games too.
Oh, mean.
Or not stream, but we used to record.
Oh, okay.
So we had an Elgato, and then we used to
yeah.
record.
Make clips and stuff.
Yeah, we make clips. I used to play a lot of Hitman. So I used to just record me trying to do like speed runs of like different missions in Hitman.
Oh, okay. Mean.
And then we used to record. We did one where we did Final Fantasy 15. And we recorded the whole thing, and then we
The whole playthrough.
Our reaction stuff. Yeah, our playthrough. And that was us before, like, I'd say, much before we started the podcast actually. But that was like us just kind of fucking around doing whatever.
Just having fun.
Yeah, just having fun. It got kind of hard somewhere in the middle because we didn't have like the right setup to do it. If we did record again, I think we have enough of a setup to do it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
bro.
not it, but in the
like
bedroom.
equipment, hardware, software.
Yeah. And because before we used to record right in front of the screen, and then behind us was our bed. But we didn't record our face. We just did audio, and then we just did the capturing.
Yeah.
But then right now we have like the cameras, we have the things to really make it something.
Yeah.
If we wanted to go back to it. So and then we used to do other videos, which I can't find it because I don't know if she took it down, but we did this one called like Epic Makeup Time. And it was based on Epic Mealtime because I used to watch that.
Oh, bro,
right?
Epic Mealtime was the shit,
It was fucking
bro.
crazy, bro.
And bacon strips.
Bottom muscles. But so we had this idea where, we do the Epic makeup time. So she would put on makeup and then I would do the commentary, the voiceover in the Epic Mealtime. I really liked it. She thought it was embarrassing because she was the one that put the makeup on.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really good. So I can't find the video. I wish I found it. I'll show you. I'll show it to you if we find it. But I don't know. If she cut it. Oh, see, what a shame, man.
Classic.
That was a good video. And Kelsey used to play. She used to play piano. She used to do like covers and then post it on YouTube.
Oh,
and stuff
okay.
Like that.
So you guys have like been making content a long time then.
Yeah, we haven't really found a niche until like now. Now we found like something that is like something we can consistently do and then like post
and enjoy too.
and enjoy.
Yeah.
And we have the setup for it. Of course, like we could dabble into other things, and we have, like, I still have like ideas for that. So to be continued for that. But
no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers, because I don't know if I have all the things to tell you guys to make it a complete spoiler. But yeah, I think content creating is great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just gives a lot of people more freedom.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good outlet.
Yeah, and we have like the technology to make it something now.
Yeah. It's come a long way, bro. Like, I remember I was making my YouTube videos with like a flip camera. Like the kind of USB thing flips out of the camera and you just plug your camera into the computer.
Yeah.
Bro, and it was funny too, because I remember I used to make, you remember those Capri Sun commercials?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Respect the pouch. Like, the kids, like, they blow up the pouch with air and then they pop it
Bro,
or
I
something.
used to do that at school.
Bro, I used to make videos like that with the flip camera, because you could pause the recording and then, like, pick it back up where you left off, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, me and my cousin, we'd always be messing around, trying to make our little own Capri Sun commercial.
Bro, we gotta bring that back, dude.
Yeah. Respect the pouch. Classic.
Yeah, I used to, so I had a class in high school with, shout outs to Sai Ota. He was the digital media teacher. And this is back in like 2010. And we would record video, like basically we would record it, post it for people to watch, right? So we had camcorders. Final Cut 7 was the program at the time. And bro, we used to make some fucking crazy videos. I remember there was one, I did like a PSA, and then I interviewed the vice principal about like, stuff like we shouldn't do, like, for conduct and stuff like that, like, don't smoke and stuff like that, and then, or you shouldn't be fighting, and then like there would be clips of me fighting a guy. Or there was one where I'd roll up a folder paper and we lit it on fire and we acted like it was a stove.
Oh, classic. Like, don't be doing this.
Yeah, and we would record that and we posted it in front of the class. I think I got an A on that, actually.
Yeah,
that was pretty nuts. But there was another one where my friend Mark, he made this thing called a pop top pen. So when he would click it, the person's top would come off. It would just be like the sports bra or whatever.
Yeah.
Or if it was a guy, it'd just be the chest. Right?
Yeah.
So he would do that. Like, I guess it was like a commercial. He made it like a commercial.
Yeah.
So I remember my friend Makana was like skipping down like one of the walkways in Kalo High School, and he kept flipping it like just continuously, and then you see the shirt come on, and then he would just be skipping down.
That's funny.
But we used to do some crazy shit with, back then with videos.
Yeah.
I kind of want to bring that back, but it's different now.
Super different, bro. Like, try looking at like even like just YouTube thumbnails from like pre 2015 versus like now.
No.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah. So, in terms of streaming, because right now you're known for your glasses, right?
Oh,
Those are the Doflamingo glasses.
Yeah.
Actually, I just found out his first name is Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's the Dae's replacement over there, Don Quixote. But tell me about Doflamingo. Why those shades? Why that character in general?
Oh, okay. So Doflamingo, he is, I guess, an antagonist in the greatest anime of all time, One Piece. No.
I think the longest running.
Yeah, it is longest running, but super cool story, great world building. Like, it's just good because, like, as you're following a character and their plot line, everybody else in the whole entire universe that you still know of is still, like, on their grind too, so anything can happen at all times. But yeah, getting back to Doflamingo, he is actually, like, he's a nuts dude. He kind of took over a country. Was like everybody was his slaves, but his ideology, he just gave a speech that I really liked and it stuck with me. And he basically said, like, who are we to decide what is right and what is wrong, or like throughout history, like who are we to decide like what was good and what was evil? Because obviously, like, whoever won the war becomes the good guy because they write the history and make whoever they were fighting look bad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he's a pirate too, but the main character in the show, like, I guess his pirate crew, they're like good-hearted people. So like they don't go around like just killing people or like stealing from people. They go around and mostly just fuck with the Navy and the government.
Right. Different like ideology.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, basically he just states like whoever's ideology can like lick the other one is the true ideology, you know?
Uh-huh.
Cuz yeah, that's the world we live in.
Mm.
Cuz if you think about it, bro, like growing up we learn we obviously learn history through a US perspective, right? But like
Yes.
did you ever
Uh-huh.
ask somebody from the United States like about a historical event that we learned about through our lens and versus like what they learned about through their lens?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same story
Mm-hmm.
most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that just goes to show like the parallels. Yeah, One Piece is deep, bro.
Yeah, that's true because like in the perspective of so we're recording around King Kamehameha Day,
Oh, okay.
right?
Mean.
And because King Kamehameha Day is next week Monday,
Yeah, Monday.
right? Which was created from King Kamehameha the Fifth, I believe, right? Or he honored it because he wanted
Made
to
it,
honor King
yeah.
Kamehameha the First.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we live in a society that took over the Hawaiian Islands.
Yeah.
I'm going there, guys. But then it's almost like it's an interesting perspective because for someone who didn't grow up with knowing Hawaii culture, right? They look at King Kamehameha Day as just kind of a holiday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Versus someone who, or I think I said that wrong, but someone who grew up with, Hawaiian culture and then like was embedded with it. They look at King Kamehameha Day as kind of like a memorial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, perspective wise, in terms of how we see it versus how others see it, it's very different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we just gotta learn how to navigate our way through those differences, but
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, like nobody's born a hater, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You learn that
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
somewhere down the line.
Somewhere. Because it's interesting too because like 4th of July for instance, right? It's a national holiday. We think about its independence. That's our independence. But in some cases, the independence, it changes between different people's perspective, families, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the families that were here, that lived here, maybe they moved out. So that's the thing about like what's interesting about history.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
definitely.
It's not always concrete. Like
No, bro, that's the thing. Like, you're never gonna know for sure because none of us were there.
right. Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, like, yeah, it was written in the book, but what if the author lied?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that,
Uh-huh.
you know? Like, we're never gonna know because we were never there. That's how, like, that's what trips me out, too, because it's like, we're learning all of this stuff, going through our lives, like, thinking that that's it, but just because somebody that we think has authority over us told us. But it's not like we ever did anything, like, ourselves to find out, you know?
Yeah. we didn't build a time machine to go back in time and figure that shit out, right? But like it's interesting because you learn that in school. You learn about different, like, history is a main subject in school.
Yeah.
We learn about different events, and then in a way, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but we're a little conditioned.
Oh, no, definitely. To
To
the
be-
max. We learn, like, history through a U.S. pro-U.S. lens.
Right.
Like, they're not teaching us about the atrocities the U.S. committed or, like, all of the nut stuff, you know? They're just teaching us, like, the things that make the U.S. looks like the victim. And then that's their justifications for the U.S. being the bully. But, yeah, bro.
And then, speaking of which, I just saw this report about an alien. Kelsey knows what I'm talking about, but in Las Vegas, right? For instance, there was an alien sighting,
Like an alien or UFO?
an alien sighting and a UFO
Oh, okay.
in Vegas on, what was it, April 30th?
nuts.
And there was, I heard the dispatcher call. I heard the people that witnessed it, and they called the police. Apparently, the police actually saw the UFO sighting as well, right? So they saw something out of the sky. They don't know what it was, right? That's why it's a UFO.
Yeah.
If they could identify it, then whatever. You
They
know what I
would.
mean?
Yeah.
But now it's becoming kind of a bigger news, right? So going back to like how history is seen through a U.S. perspective, right? How do we know that like maybe media is saying the perspective of this is like, oh, we're trying to promote fear or some kind of thing, and saying like, oh, these are maybe that's a real alien sighting, or in terms of like people like maybe myself, I might be looking at that and maybe like, oh, maybe the government is experimenting on humans. I'm really going out there, but like maybe the government's experimenting on humans and then making that's what they saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do know what you're saying. That's,
We're going there today. We're going there.
okay, wait. So, try simplify the question part. My
Okay.
bad.
Okay, so in terms of like, I'll just stay on media side. Do you think that media heavily influences historical events too? Let's just say that.
Well, I definitely feel the media is a huge influence in like a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be history or it be like social issues or anything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, when it comes to media, bro, my main thing, or like, I just question everything, you know?
Mm.
Like, if the media is telling me something, there's a reason they want to be telling it to you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time, it's not just to inform you or
Mhm.
to. Most of the time, they have like an ulterior motive behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just be sure to like know where your information comes from, for one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
And to question it too.
credibility
Yeah.
matters, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
why would you listen to a liar?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or people that's been proven to lie over and over
Mhm.
when stuff gets real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like definitely the media makes it hard to find like true, unbiased, like just facts, you know? Like, here's a
Mhm.
situation, here's the facts what happened, here's what we should do about it. It's always gonna be like politically biased or like
Or
You
like
know.
there's some fuckery.
motivated, you know? In a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, media, especially because like all of the media in America is owned by literally like the same corporations, you know?
Mm.
Like they control the narrative for whatever they want
Mhm.
everybody to know. But it's crazy cuz like our generation, everybody gets their news from their phone now, you know? Whereas like our parents and grandparents, everybody would like wait for 6 o'clock or wait for 10 p.m. for the news and like sit in front of the TV and watch it. But like
Mhm.
now, like information is so readily available at everybody's fingertips that like
Mhm.
they gotta come up with new ways to like still
Keep people
and, like
involved.
dumb down, you know, like I guess like, but they're not gonna tell us everything right away, you know, like
Mhm.
aliens. They probably knew that shit was around for how long. They're just slowly leaking stuff, seeing how everybody's like seeing how the general public is gonna act to
Yeah.
it. Cause like, bro, if they come out with like a bombshell, okay, aliens exist. You know what that does to Earth?
Mm.
All of our religions are like for nothing.
Mm.
Like we're not the only special thing in the universe.
Mhm.
Like aliens could literally come make us their slaves any day they wanted to. Like
Mhm.
that would cause mass hysteria, mass pandemonium. Like
Mhm.
they're not trying to do that. So they're gonna feed us little clips of UFOs. They're gonna feed us little like theory, you know. But definitely it is conditioning us.
Mm.
So like when we do see UFOs, we're not as like holy, you know, like
Mhm.
imagine like when Hawaiians seen Captain Cook, like that was a UFO to them, you know,
Yeah.
like holy bro, like what
Those are
everybody come.
aliens.
Yeah,
Right.
no, literally, bro, and like look what those aliens did, straight everything up.
Mm-hmm. And then like the idea of an
Those are
alien.
aliens.
I mean, those are you know what I mean.
The
Like,
first illegal aliens.
but like the idea of that too, like you know, you see it not just in like media, but different forms of media. Like you see it in like artwork, right? You see it in movies, right? They say like, oh, these are what aliens look like, and they look
Oh
like
yeah,
fucking
yeah. The typical gray, big almond eyes.
big-headed fucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with these big ass brains and
Yeah.
and their fucking scrawny
Their
ass
body,
bodies.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? Or
All
they,
head.
or they just look like really different.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's like but that was a good point you brought up. Like, you know, when Captain Cook came,
Yeah.
that was an alien for
Yeah,
them. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because they're probably like, oh fuck, like
Like, what the
This-
fuck is
this guy is,
that?
like, really light-skinned.
Holy shit.
you know what I mean?
Brought it all right or what? No, no.
I mean, look at his clothes. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They
No,
just dress differently.
His ship, like, that's
Mhm.
their first time seeing that kind of ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they thought he was, like, super. Like, they knew he had, like, Tokumana, obviously,
Mhm.
if he was, like, on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big boat. Yeah, I just trip out on, like, history, bro. It's so interesting. It's so interesting because we're never really gonna know the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like we weren't there.
Mhm.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, we have to take people's word for it. Like
Yeah,
people that were
like-
there.
But everybody has a bias.
Yeah. Because that, I mean, honestly, like the guys that wrote some of like the history, they could have been fucked up at the time.
Bro,
right?
most of
You
the
know what I mean?
historians that like people refer to
Mhm.
is like Haole historians. And I'm like, bro, like why would we be learning Hawaiian history through a Haole lens?
Mm.
Like why not learn from like the Hawaiian historians? Like
Mhm.
what? Take their word about their culture, like right?
Mhm.
Or no?
No, you're right because like, and that's also another form
Like
of
why would Fornander know more about Hawaiian history than Kamakau? Like
mhm.
make that make sense.
Mm-hmm. And that could be like a form of like conditioning too, because it's almost like oh don't think about their perspective,
Yeah,
right?
no, for real.
The perspective that we're telling you, that's the correct one.
Yeah.
You know,
Literally.
and that's like something that should be promoted, which is like questioning what we see. Like also I'm gonna speak on Christianity because I am a Christian, but like, you know, you look at like certain things in the Bible and you think, you know, they say it's God inspired, but the thing is, like, who do we know that, you know, generations of like the Bible
Yeah.
was like transformed because now there's different versions of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And how do we know like this motherfucker didn't like
Just put something he
put
wanted.
something he wanted in
Bro,
there?
that's how I feel about, no offense, but the whole Mormon religion.
Mm.
Like, how is a brother named Joseph Smith gonna find golden tablets from the Bible somewhere in America, and only
Fuck,
he
we're
can?
going there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but like, I was just like, oh, he got you guys good,
Mm.
and he gets to sleep with everybody's wife. What? Nah, nah.
But that's even like something like Solomon, for instance, right? King Solomon in the Bible.
Mm.
He had I forgot how much like concubines he had, but he had like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they talk about promoting like marriage and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But the guy he got fucking like all these women around him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, what the hell?
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Nah, nah, nah.
And he was the son of someone who pretty much committed adultery as well. So it's almost like it's kind of it's kind of like a fucked up thing
Like,
in a
yeah,
way.
yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
Sure.
So I don't know where I was going with this, but it's just the thing about like history in
yeah,
general. Like there's like so many different perspectives, and I don't know if people like understand, they're questioning it or they're thinking about that shit because, you know, I guess when we're growing up, it's just almost like we hear something. Okay, that's
No,
what
we
gotta-
take it as
we
fact,
take it as
bro.
fact.
Just because somebody like maybe older or has like a title of Mr. and Mrs. tells
Uh-huh.
it to you, you're like, okay, I'm gonna know that to be fact for the rest
Right.
of my life. But
Mhm.
like, bro, it's not.
That's not how it is.
Like, learn the history from the people that lived it.
Mhm.
Like, don't ask like, yeah,
And we have like we were talking about earlier, we have so many resources now to fucking Fact check that shit.
Bro, straight the fuck up. And like it's so crazy too because we still think of like indigenous cultures as like super behind, but like bro, they have smart people in their tribes or whatever that like adapts. They become translators. They become like, you know, like they freaking I guess they progress with society in order to like help their tribe too, you know. But yeah, everybody is thinking that like indigenous people are stuck in the past, but it's funny because nowadays with all this climate crisis stuff going on, like everybody's trying to revert back to like indigenous like Aina practices, but it's like you guys already strayed way too far from that to like
to come back.
Yeah,
to bring it back
it's like if you don't look at like land or Aina as like an ancestor, then something is like you're not gonna treat it with respect and love, you know.
Right, because the earth itself is living,
bro. Like Hawaiians believe that Hawaii like is an ancestor. Like Papa Amakea birthed the islands, and that's one of our kupuna too. Like we're like all connected. We're all ohana, you know. And Aina is like literally like translated into like I is to eat, na like that which feeds us, you know, like that which feeds Aina. So important, but like we strayed so far away from like what life is supposed to be. You know what I trip out on is like, how is somebody gonna put a price tag on an hour of my life, bro, and then tell me like, yep, you're worth friggin' 20 something an hour? I'm just like, what the bro, like what? And I'm never getting that hour back. For 20 fucking bucks? Like seriously? Fuck that. Like bro, it's crazy.
I was doing an IG live, right? And then like I was saying, I used to work out at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Or actually like 5. I used to work out at 4:30.
Oh, like before the sun even comes up. Yep. What'd you do?
I just ran.
Oh, just like around
right around here.
Did you live Kaneohe like your whole life?
Nah. I moved here after we married.
Oh, okay.
Like literally, I want to say, it was like no, 3 months after we married. Yeah, 3 months after we married. It was crazy. Because I'm Kailua. I used to live Kailua my whole life.
3-4. No.
Yeah, 3-4. There go. But I remember I used to work out, and then I would do like these like lives just to like just talk whatever.
Yeah. Your
answer
Instagrams,
questions
or
just talk shit, whatever. And then I remember I did this whole thing about like jobs, you know, because you know people say like you go to school just to get a degree, just to get a good job.
Yeah,
you know, you work 9 to 5.
Yeah,
and I was telling people, I was like, I feel like this is a way of conditioning people to fucking stay within this parameter.
No, yeah.
Of 9 to 5, like, oh, this is all you gotta. This is
bro,
all you
that's
gotta
literally what it is. They're conditioning us from the day we like start school till like the day we die to be part of that workforce. Because who do you think like funds the government? It's the workers. It's all of our tax dollars. Like it's not them. They don't have any type of freaking income. They don't like. They don't provide any service. They don't sell any good. Like they get their money from literally us working our jobs. So of course they're gonna want as much fuckers working as possible.
Yeah.
Bro, Social Security, your number, like that's what they know you as. They don't fucking know your name. They don't know your family. They don't give a fuck. You're a pawn to generate revenue for the fucking government. We're literally like, yeah, money to them.
And the thing about it is like, you know, maybe you work a job. Maybe you work, like, let's say I worked at like fucking Ross, for instance, right?
And bro. Ross get the fucking deals, bro.
Yeah. Ross get the fucking deals, but then like one day you meet the CEO of Ross, right? And the guy, you see him, he's driving a fucking Tesla or something. Or some fucking, and he has like a nice house, and you're like, and you go and you ask him like, oh, how do I get that, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's just gonna go, he's just gonna look at you like, oh, I don't know, you just gotta work hard.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like he'll or she, I don't know the CEO, but like maybe they'll just go like, oh, you just gotta work hard and you'll get there one day, right? But that's like
what he's forgetting to tell you is, yeah, you just gotta work hard at exploiting people. It's like, bro, all these billionaires and shit, they make like they work so hard. It's like, bro, you guys don't even sweat at your jobs. Like you guys exploit others And that's how you get your money. Like, cut it out. You don't fucking...
Like, once someone steps out of line, they go, oh, fuck. Take that guy out.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, it's so nuts, too, because, like, how the political climate is right now in society is, like, so... Bro, like, culture wars start so, like, instantly. People get canceled instantly. Bro, the main reason for that, everybody needs to realize... For one, the world don't owe you shit. Like, stop trying to fucking victimize yourself. Like, everybody's life sucks at points. Like, why the fuck is yours, like, more suckier than mine? Stop crying about it. Dust yourself off. Build something for yourself. And the second thing is, like, once you realize that the world don't owe you shit, like, life gets so much, like, I wouldn't say happier, but... You learn to appreciate the things you do have, bro. Because, like, instead of focusing on what you don't have, you realize, like, holy shit. Like, 90% of everybody on Earth is in a way shittier situation than me. Bro, like, if you have hot water to shower in every night, you got food in your fridge, you got fucking family that you can call on your cell phone. Bro, you have nothing to bitch about, bro.
If
like,
you can drive somewhere.
Like, everybody in this first world country problems is like, bro, like, there's kids right now walking miles to go fucking drink from a puddle. Like, appreciate what the fuck you got. And work for something that you want. Like, I don't know. I grew up with my grandparents, bro. So, like, I had old values just beaten into me, you know? Like, I trip on how this generation of kids can talk to their elders, how they don't need to do any chores, how they're literally born out of the fucking womb with iPads, iPhones, anything, like, already connected to social, like, it's so, like...
They're already part of the network.
Bro, they're already in the fucking web.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, kids don't get lickings. Like...
Exactly.
Bro, like, the way my niece and nephew don't talk to me... I would never talk like that to any of my uncles or aunties because I know I would catch one freaking backhand or a flick or a chili pepper in my mouth or like some type of corporal punishment to teach me not to do that stupid shit.
Open the eyes, you know what I mean?
Bro, like a lot of people go through life without getting punched in the face and like it fucking shows because they think so, bro. Like they fucking think so. It's like, bro, I wish everybody had to get like false in the face one time in their life.
Just make one day, like, false crack day.
Oh, your 21st birthday? Okay, go stand in line, DMV. You gotta get your false crack, bro. That's your freaking coming of age, bro.
False crack at DMV is Wednesday night. Fucking everybody that comes to you get false crack. Oh, bro, it would be unrecognizable after that, dog. They might think I'm an alien after that, dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, that alien one was fucking funny.
Bro,
imagine a Hawaiian team Captain Cook. No, that's a fucking alien. No, but for real, bro, like they literally thought that he was like Lono. Cause bro, it's so fucked. How's this? Okay, so in like the Olis, which is like the chant, in like the Olis and the Mo'olelos, like the sign for Lono is like a white rectangle, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's a white rectangle. And what the fuck do the sails of the fucking European ships look like, bro? That's why when they saw it, they were like, holy shit. What time of year is it? Oh, Makahiki season? Oh, no fucking way, it's him. But then that dumb fuck, he left. His ship got all fucked up and whatever. He came back. And then the Hawaiians were kind of like, okay, wait. That wasn't part of the Mo'olelo, bro. I don't know if this is the fucking... I don't know if this guy's really Lono, bro. And, like, he's, like, being not Pono. He's fucking asking us for shit. Like, Lono is a giver, bro. Like, yeah,
and he looks completely different.
Bro, it's just nuts. Like, I wish I could go back in time to, like, ancient Hawaii and, like, warn them. You're gonna see, like, people that look like ghosts coming. Don't trust them. Like, lock your borders. Like, just stay with yourselves. Because, no, bro, they brought sickness. Okay, think of how crazy this is, okay? Like, when all the Hawaiians is going through epidemics, bro, like, they make a guesstimate that, like, there was only, like, 20,000 Hawaiians living left at one point in time. Bro, if you're Hawaiian and you are alive today, you descend from one of those fucking 20,000 fuckers, you know? Like, isn't that crazy, bro? And, like, with 98% of our population getting wiped out, bro, bro, that's 98% of all of our history, all of our knowledge, all of like what we could have learned. So like that's another reason like there's a disconnect, bro, between like it's just sad when you go Samoa, they're like speaking Samoan. You go Tonga, they're speaking Tongan. You come Hawaii, we're
a mix of
only students. Olelo Hawaii. It's crazy, bro. Like that should be fucking. If you're gonna move here, you should fucking learn how to speak Hawaiian. That should be the fucking language of this place, bro. Like, I hate how we rename beaches like Sandy Beach Park. That is not like no like. First of all, the way English people name things is like so dumb. Like, no shit, there's sand at the beach. What like fucking Sandy Beach? Every beach is a fucking sandy beach. You dumb fuck. Like, bro, but like the way Hawaiians name shit, it would like honor like events that took place there or like like shit that mattered. So don't call it Sandy Beach Sandy Beach. It's called Avavamalu.
I didn't know that. I didn't know why they call it Sandy Beach though.
It's like no fucking shit. There's sand. It's like what? Oh, and you know why they call it rock piles?
Oh, why is that?
Because there's a fucking pile of rocks. Like the way like English people name shit is just dumb. It's like, oh, no fucking shit. You're like, oh, let's just call this fucking floor.
Fucking they see a tile on the beach. Fucking tile beach over there.
Yeah, no, literally, bro. Literally, dude. It's like, what the fuck?
Actually, speaking of that, so we were just talking about Hawaiian Chinese, right? Cause
yeah,
Hawaiian Chinese,
we went
right?
on a fat ass tangent. My bad, bro.
But the thing is, like, like the bloodline for Native Hawaiians is like it's decreasing over
Oh yeah, bro.
generations. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so another problem with that is they purposely made the blood quantum. So blood quantum, obvious. Like first of all, blood quantum is a fucking Howley construct. If you have Hawaiian blood, you're fucking Hawaiian. It doesn't matter how much of it. You're fucking Hawaiian if you have Hawaiian blood. No matter what, you are what you are. The blood quantum thing was a construct in order to make us feel disconnected to our national identity.
It's a systematic thing.
It's a systematic thing, like to make us disconnect from our identity. And
I
they
totally
made it to fucking Hawaiian Homestead Act. They made it 50%. You gotta be blood quantum, and they know that we're not gonna keep fucking inbreeding with ourselves and fucking, So like they're literally doing that to kill us off, bro. Like we're not gonna get the homes that are rightfully ours.
Right,
Yeah,
to cut you off from that land,
bro. No shit. There's no fucking half Hawaiians anymore because everybody's plantation mixed. Like you can't be 50-50 anything when your fucking parents is two of something. Like
because one day there's gonna be a guy that's like 14% Hawaiian, right?
Bro,
and he's
like,
not gonna have access to
my
that
kids.
land.
Think about it. Like every generation after the generation is only as half of what you are.
Right.
So like I'm only half as Hawaiian as my mom and dad.
That's fucking crazy.
My kids is only going to be half as Hawaiian as me, and it's worse too because it's like, yeah, it's not like Hawaiians are still inbreeding, bro. Yep. Like we're not fucking our cousins, we're not fucking our siblings, like literally, like we're dying out.
Yeah, and so. Well, actually, I can't speak on that one because that's another project. But that's a secret project. But the thing, the thing about it is, yeah, exactly. Like it's having to the point where there's gonna be there's gonna be Hawaiians when there's just 1% Hawaiian. Yeah, and that's fucking sad because like you're still Hawaiian, but then access to all these different things. 15%. I didn't realize there's 15% Hawaiian. You gotta be, which is fucking crazy.
It's fucked up because it's like fucked up. That means your fucking parent had to have been a full Hawaiian, which is like. Unless you're from Ni'ihau, then that's not happening.
No, that's not happening.
Unless both your parents is half, but that's kind of nuts too. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like after having my my episode with Brenton, bro, like I really feel like he's gonna inspire a wave of like young Hawaiian politicians, bro. Because like we should be the leaders of this place. It's like.
Oh, totally.
People not from here shouldn't be our leaders.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why that is allowed to happen does not even fucking make sense to me, bro. Like, what is somebody not from Hawaii gonna come here and do good for here?
Right.
Like, they don't know how the culture is. They don't know how the people are. they come here to change it to be like however it was where they left, and it's like, no, that's not what the fuck we're trying to do. Like, bruh.
We shouldn't be putting fucking Captain Cooks in power.
Oh, bro, I
You know what I'm
hate how
saying?
we still even just like name stuff after the overthrowers, the colonizers. Like, bruh, like all downtown they have like all Thurston, all Bishop, all
Right.
fucking Dole. It's like, bruh. All those holy
And they honor it.
yeah, it's like fuck
That's the
those
fucking
holy
crazy
guys,
thing
bro.
about it. But they don't even know the history behind it. Like, fucking Judge Dole, like, what he did to the Hawaiian people.
Bro, like he literally went to Kalakau with a bullshit ass constitution, pointed a gun at him, and was like, sign this right fucking now or you're dead. And then they made like that was like a valid document, and then even America vilified it. So it's even worse when like Heva gets backed, you know?
Yeah.
And it's irritating too now because like it's brought to light, everybody knows, but we're still just gonna be like, there's still gonna be ignorant Hawaiians that is like, oh well, if it wasn't for the US, then freaking somebody else would have took us over. It's like, no, if you actually did research and like understood Hawaiian history, you'd know that our kupuna literally voyaged around the whole world, getting treaties signed with every nation of power at that time to recognize our sovereignty. And America is literally the only nation to fuck up the treaty.
And if you look at like, I want to speak on America for instance. For like you look at other countries, right? A lot of them just fucking laugh at the United States because of the way
Oh, Biden, bro.
it's run.
It's Biden right now. Like, oh. I cannot believe. Like, okay, so I seen a conspiracy theory that's not actually Biden. It's an actor wearing a mask, bro.
For real, fuck.
Because one time he was doing a stuff, bro, and his forehead was creased. Like, it literally looked like a mask was just stuck on his head. Like, the way it was creased was
Fuck.
nuts, bro.
Holy shit.
And like his earlobes are different. When he was young, they used to hang. Now they're stuck to his face like that.
Oh, for
And
real.
it's like earlobes don't do that over time. So, bro, like people are pointing out a lot of like
That's a
nut
fucking
shit about
scroll.
Biden, bro.
That's an
But
alien.
honestly, when it comes to that high up in politics, like I wouldn't even be surprised, bro. Like
Because all the shit they can like disguise.
they have so much
from
secrets,
other,
bro.
yeah.
Like think of how advanced military tech is compared to whatever the fuck me and you are using or
Right.
are gonna use within the next 10 years. Like, yeah,
all these 5G towers, like people don't even know, like they could be fucking sending some kind of transmissions to people through us.
bro. Everything vibrates at a frequency. Who's to say that like they're not sending bad vibrations at us? You know,
Exactly. But people don't question it. But
people are so complacent nowadays. Like
Right.
they'll just anybody from a position of power can get away with anything. It's crazy how much authority that we give them. Cause it's like, bro, if it wasn't for
and
us,
we accept it.
literally, bro, like that whole fucking pandemic, we let our governor and our leaders fuck us in the ass. You know how much local businesses closed, bro? And you look where all those local businesses closed. Look what fucking moved in. Chinese businesses, Haole businesses, Japanese businesses. It's like our leaders don't give a fuck about locals in Hawaii. They're literally trying to get us all the fuck out of here so they can make this like some type of fucking getaway destination for the rich and wealthy. It's like, bruh, this is like...
Like look at like Windward Mall, for instance, right? Fucking Targets all over the fucking place. We have another Target that's being built there, and we look at the whole fucking island, and there's Targets they're becoming the ABC store of, you know what I mean, Oahu. And it's fucking crazy.
Every ahupua'a has a Target.
Right. Bruh, every fucking dude, you're right.
It's
dude.
like, bruh, every ahupua'a should have like fucking facilities for kids to do shit after
Right.
school or
Yep.
like not get in trouble or
Uh-huh.
like fucking cut back the fucking homeless chronic population. Like have a rec center for kids. Like, bruh, I'm all pissed that the fucking movies in Temple Valley closed down. Because
Right.
they're guaranteed not going to utilize that thing for a fucking recreational area
Right.
for
That
kids
should
in
be
that
another
community.
Target.
Bro, that was literally the only fucking thing Kahalu kids had to do, bro. Like, it had pool tables, an arcade, and the movie theater. Like, that was literally the
Yep.
only thing in Kahalu. Now they're just gonna fucking keep fighting chickens, doing drugs, fucking what else do Kahalu kids do, you know? Like, have kids as kids. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, bro. The fuck is
And
going
that theater
on?
was fucking good. Like,
Bro, that was the
$6
best theater.
$6 Tuesdays.
That's where me and
That
my
was
girlfriend
the
had my
fucking-
first fucking date. And she called me
Oh,
out.
bro.
I asked her if we could go on a Tuesday. She called me out. She was like, why? Because you broke. I was like, maybe. Bro, my first
that was a
fucking
spot,
date was in
dude.
that theater. I have so much memories at Ko'olau, bro. Like, I remember the first time I ever went out and, like, chonged with my friends was at that theater, bro. We, like, all pitched together $10. We bought, like, a dime from whoever would fucking sell dimes to kids back then. And then we was chonging behind the movie theater. And then a worker came out, bro. And then the worker was like, hey, what you guys doing? And we was all fucking scared, like, oh, we was just chonging a joint before the movies. And then the worker was like, what, you guys, like, match? And we was like, yeah, I bet. So we got all blind with the worker. And then the worker was like, what movie you
Bro,
guys
that's
gonna
fucking
watch?
crazy.
And we was like, oh, we're going to watch The Other Guys. That was when The Other Guys and Will Ferrell and
Will Ferrell.
Mark Wahlberg came out.
Yeah.
So fucking, the worker was like, bro, just wait right here. I'm going to open the back door. You guys just come in through the back.
Oh,
Get in for free.
mean,
So,
dude.
bro, we ended up doing that. I'm all blind. Like, it was just the most nutsest experience, bro. I miss that theater. Like, I'm going to miss it.
Bro,
Every
miss
time I
that
drive
thing.
past, I'm just like, fuck.
Bro, I remember watching UFC fights over there. There was, I think it was UFC.
Oh, they had rented out. Yeah.
UFC 100 with Brock Lesnar. Bro,
Bro, I
that was
remember
fucking
my
crazy.
grandma took me there when I was... Fuck, I know this is gonna sound like unbelievable because like I was so young and I remember it. But I remember when I was really young, I would say between like 3 and 4. Cause like I really feel like my first memory was my 4th birthday. But I have a couple memories before that.
Yeah.
So like, one of those memories is my grandma. Rest in peace, Grams. Love you. So I lived
Rest
with
in
my
peace.
grandma. She fucking took me to the Ko'olau movie theaters. And that was when Tarzan was in theaters, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, so she took me
Fuck.
to go watch Tarzan in theaters. And I remember when the fucking leopard attacked Tarzan's parents, I got all fucking scared and I started crying in the theater, bro.
Oh,
Like, that was
bro.
my first time to the movies. Fucking tripping out. Like, the screen is bigger than the fucking building. I'm just like, holy fuck. Yeah.
Bro, I remember my parents took me to watch. This was at the Kailua theaters, but it was
Oh, like the dollar theaters or the...
It was the one by
Not the
by
bank,
Daye,
yeah.
where Daye was,
Oh, yeah, right
in front
behind,
of-
yeah.
and we watched American Beauty, right? And I'm like, it's fucking rated R, right? You know what I
And you
mean?
still cakey kind.
And then yeah, I was young. I think I was like 6 years old.
Oh, fuck.
And they took me to watch American Beauty, and then there was this one scene. I knew she was gonna take her fucking clothes off, and I fucking went, but I was like this,
Classic.
bro. And the fucking my parent, and then we got out of the movies, and my mom was like, "Why did we think about this?" I was like, "Bro, it fucking said nudity in the fucking movie."
Why did we bring Gavin?
So stupid, bro.
What is that?
Trust
The
them
story
all.
of your, what is that? The story of your first boner? Nah.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? And then I remember watching the scene with Kevin Spacey getting his fucking head blown off, and then like I was like, oh shit! I had like dreams of like just getting my head blown off, like fucking like blood splattering on the wall and shit like that.
Bro, speaking of dreams, you just fucking reminded me of one I had last night, and it was like the first of its kind. I had a dream where I was speaking Hawaiian in my dream.
What?
Bro.
Wait, but
nuts.
you just did a presentation, bro. It was because you did a presentation today.
No, honestly, bro, learning a language is so hard. And I heard, like, once you start dreaming in the language you're trying to learn, that means your brain is actually, like, getting it.
Oh.
So, hold on. Like, fuck, bruh. Hawaiians should know how to speak Hawaiian. I'm so shamed that I'm a fucking Hawaiian and I cannot olalo Hawaii. Hila hila o. Hila hila loa o. Fuck.
When did you start learning Hawaiian?
So I started at Windward. Okay, so I graduated class of 2015 from Castle. I went right to Windward that same year. Bro, my first 4 semesters of college straight. F, 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 D, 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 withdraw, F, D, D,
Oh,
D,
for
D.
real?
Bro, I got suspended from Windward. So, financial aid cut. Fucking, I had to transfer to Honolulu CC. Make that my home campus. Wow, dual enrolled at Windward to bring my GPA over there up. I had to do that for like 2-3 semesters. Finally got my ass back to Windward. double majored in Hawaiian studies and liberal arts. Got 2 of my associates. Fucking now I'm at Manoa. Taking summer school right now because I failed all out of Hawaii last semester. Shouts out to Kumu Ha'a. Ha'a. Yes, sir. Fail me in Olelo. But hey, it's all good because you know where I ended up? I ended up with Ikaikaloha. And I'm actually learning Olelo from him. And not feeling shame. Ha'a. Nah, just jokes. Cut that out. But so yeah, I'm at UH now. Maybe I'd say I'm at 301, the level, but I don't feel like a 301. Like, I don't know. I feel like all my peers in that class are way more freaking hammered than me.
They're at that 400 level.
Nah,
Fine.
no, they're just there. Okay, so the thing is, like at Windward, learning Olelo doesn't set you up for the Olelo they teach at Manoa, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So like when I got to Manoa, I was still behind.
Oh, interesting.
Like, no disrespect to my kumus at Windward, because I love all of them. They brought me up. Like, I learned so much from them. But yeah, they don't prepare you for Manoa. Only in Olelo though. Every other class was minor. So Olelo Hawaii at Manoa, it's really like composition based. So it's basically like they're teaching you English, but in Olelo Hawaii. So like verbs, nouns, adjectives. Like, fuck, I wasn't even good at that shit in English. How the fuck am I gonna be good at it in Hawaiian? So yeah, I'm struggling, but makahana kaike, bro, and doing one knows, you know.
That's the same thing. Like so like I graduated with an accounting degree, right? So when
so when I pop off, you mean my accountant?
Let's go.
My treasurer.
When I was doing accounting at Windward, right? Shout out to Deacon, and I have full respect for Deacon. He's a great teacher. I love this class. I love talking story with him because he's super knowledgeable. But I feel like that didn't prepare me for
Manoas, right?
Well, I went to West Wahoo.
Oh, okay.
Their accounting program.
When did you go?
I went 2018.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say Oahu hasn't even fucking open when you graduated.
Yeah.
West Oahu.
Well, I took a break.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But when I went to UH West Oahu and I took their accounting program, like I kind of had to like
relearn a lot of shit.
Relearn a lot.
To catch up with them, yeah. To just be able to sit in class and understand, right? That's exactly how I am at Manoa with fucking Olelo Hawaii. But my teacher this summer, super olu, super maikai. He's actually teaching me like, and he like, okay, so my first kumu, whenever like, okay, so class is conducted entirely in Olelo Hawaii, but whenever I'd get stuck, like obviously I don't know what the fuck to say because I can't generate anything. I'm stuck, bro. My kumu would literally just be like. How the fuck he got in my class? Like, not saying it, but saying it with his eyes.
Yeah.
And he's already like mahu hai maka maka, like you can tell. And then like my kumu now, bro, he'll like help me like kako'o, like make like, bro, it's just such a like.
It's a
I
total
feel like
difference.
I was meant to take Ha'aleleo's class just so I would end up in Kaliko Aloha's class. Like, God, you did that for me, like on purpose. No lie.
All right, so speaking on like Hawaiian culture, taking Hawaiian class, right?
Yep.
I got Pa'iai over here, right?
Ame Pua'akalua.
And you've been you've been maintaining your kalo patch.
Ay, lo'i.
Yeah, your lo'i. So, was that like an inspiration for you to, continue on with like learning Hawaiian or learning Olelo?
Okay, so I'm glad you brought this up because the funny thing is, bro, like growing up on a farm, a kalo farm especially, like my family never really tied it into the culture aspect. So like I always just looked at it as chores. And you know how fucking every kid feels about chores. You fucking hate them, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, like I fucking hated being in the lo'i when I was a kid. I hated pulling weeds. I hated having to make poi. I hated having to kill pig, having to make kalua pig. Like, it was chores to me, bro. And it's so funny now because now that I'm majoring in Hawaiian studies, my family, they literally are like, oh, Kaika, so like, how come all of a sudden, like, what, you all into this now? Like, bro, you hated this shit growing up, that's why. And I'm like, yeah, it's because you guys never, like, tied it into my culture. Like, doing this is a big part of like Hawaiian identity, you know, like, and I was never taught that as a kid, and I feel like that's why growing up, like most Hawaiian kids growing up here, like, we don't have a good sense of identity. Yeah, we know we're Hawaiian. Yeah, we know we live in Hawaii, but like, bro, like look how much kids out there like feel lost, you know. And I was one of those kids, and it wasn't until I took Kalaila'au. So I originally at Windward, I was majoring in liberal arts, bro. And for an elective, I just took a Hawaiian woodworking class.
Okay.
And bro, if it wasn't for that class, I would have just still been a liberal arts, like probably in POW school, probably not doing nothing right now. But in that Kalaila'au class, so Kalaila'au means like literally to like shape wood or plant material. So it was a carving class, a Hawaiian woodworking class.
Wow.
And in that class, I remember one day my kumu, he put a piece of wood in my hands, and he was basically like, "You see this piece of wood?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's killer, yeah?" I was like, "Yeah, it is killer." He's like, "Well, you're never gonna see that piece of wood ever outside of this class." I was like, "Oh, how come?" He's like, "Well, there's only like 8 trees left. They're on the slopes of Haleakala, and they're all past the age of reproducing. They're all just dying right now." And I was like, fuck, that hurt me, you know? Like, I was like, fuck, bro. Like, if Hawaiians,
access to it,
if Hawaiians lose the plants that we used in our everyday life, and like, we lose what it means to be Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Like, we lose what separates us from our cousins of Polynesia, you know? Like, we had certain things that made us different from them. Like, our la'au, our plants, our certain things, like, it's not the same as theirs.
Yeah.
That's what makes us us and makes them them. And if we lose what makes us us, then we're not us, you know? So, bro, like, after he gave me that talk, I was literally like, bro, I gotta do something about this. Like, I want to make sure my grandkids will be able to know what it's like to be Hawaiian. So right after that class, I straight went to my counselor, switched my major. She's like, I don't advise you switch completely, but I advise you just double major. So keep your major, and then all your electives, you take the core classes for the other major. So I did exactly that. I got my associates in Hawaiian studies and liberal arts. So now I'm at Manoa. I literally have like 1 semester left and some change. But then, yeah, like, I took Hawaiian studies because, like, 1, it's my culture, but 2, like, I want to be able to teach people about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And have them take me seriously. Like, nobody's, like, going to listen to you unless you have validation, you know? And
credentials.
it's shitty, but it's true. And in this day and age, like, you need that pala. You need that certificate for people to take you serious. But yeah, I already, bro, like, I'm gonna do something big time for the Lahui one day. Like, you know how there's mo'olelo of like all the previous ali'i, and like we still remember them, we still talk about them. They're gonna still be talking about Kaikaveras Young in the future. Promise you that, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's like fucking that's so true, because like the story you just shared about, you know, the land itself, you know, certain parts of it is lost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if it's
no
not
access.
if it's not preserved over generations.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like a practice like a lo'i, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's not practiced through generations, it gets lost.
Literally.
And the identity of, you know, the Hawaiian culture becomes even less.
Yep.
Just like the
Watered down.
Like we were talking about how the bloodline is.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. But the thing with the bloodline is, like, even if you still have a little bit of blood, like, you live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Make it a point to learn Hawaiian things. Make it a point to, like, plant kalo, learn how to surf, go freaking oli, like, do something your kupuna did. Like, I promise you'll feel a lot better about yourself.
That's the same thing with like, so like I'm half Filipino, right? And I talked about this.
Oh, you'd never be able to tell. I promise, bro.
It's all in the nose. That's what I tell people. All in my Filipino nose. But I was speaking on shout out to Chachi, but she has a podcast that's strictly for Filipinos, right?
Don't you love Chachi? Nah.
Chachi Abara, but shout out to Chachi. Anyway, she has a podcast about like Filipinos, right?
Yeah.
And you know, growing up, like I kind of just thought of it like I was Japanese, and then like yeah, I'm also Filipino, right?
Yeah, but
it was
you're Japanese.
it was like a secondary thing.
Yeah.
Right now it's different.
You
like
don't identify as
Yeah.
Filipino.
And it's because I didn't really understand it as well, and I didn't know the differences with it, like the culture behind it, or also the impact
Yeah,
it had.
of course.
Especially like if you look at like the 90s,
Yeah,
like there was like some heavy racism against
Filipinos.
Filipinos,
Yeah.
especially in California.
That's what started the freaking Manong. The Manongs were
Yeah.
actually like a freaking like civil rights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Black Panthers, the Filipino version was the Manong.
Manongs. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. And but like I learned about this especially through food and
Yeah,
and,
food is a
just,
big one.
and just practicing it, and then like now I do Kali Eskrima,
Mean.
like just practicing it like helps me to become more in tune to I'm more proud of being like
Literally,
Filipino
exactly.
now.
It
You know
helps
what I
you
mean?
with your identity issues,
Right.
bro. Like straight up. Tell me not though, like in you learning about your Filipino heritage, there's so many similarities between them and Hawaiians. Bro, like down to their tribals,
Right.
bro.
Yep.
Like Pacific Island peoples, bro. Like they're all fucking related in a way. It's so crazy because like in class or like throughout my classes, bro, like I learned of instances where like obviously like Polynesian nations would trade within each other. Like if like a ali'i in Hawaii wasn't doing good and the people voted him out, like they would sometimes bring ali'i from Tahiti or something, you know. And one day I asked my kum, like, hey Kums, like how come none of our ali'i went like anywhere else to rule? And he's like, bro, we left those places in the dust. Come on. Like, bro, everybody wanted to be where we're at. Like, we weren't trying to go back over there, bro. Like, come on. And it really, like, I don't know, bro. I'm just so proud to be Hawaiian. Like, not only because we are an endangered species, but like, yeah, Europeans conquered like continents, but bro, Hawaiians and Polynesians conquered the largest ocean, bro. Like, you tell me if you would ever be game for sit in a freaking log canoe for thousands of miles of open water, because I fucking wouldn't be game. We hear of all the voyages that made it. We honor all the navigators that made it. There's more letters about them. We don't hear about the fuckers that never make it.
Yeah.
There must have been a way lot more of them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that. Like, we only celebrate the ones that made it because it must have been such a huge monumental task, you know?
And they could tell about it. You know what I mean?
Literally, bro. You know the only reason Captain Cook did so good on his voyages is because on the first Polynesian place he landed, I think it was either Tahiti or New Zealand, but he literally like kidnapped a navigator from there. His name was Tupaya. And Tupaya has mo'olelo about him all throughout Polynesia because he was accompanying Cook. And everywhere that Tupaya went with Cook, he could like communicate with them because Polynesian languages are like kind of just different dialect, but
similar.
same mana'o, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, Tupaya literally helped. Like, if it wasn't for that guy Tupaya, Cook wouldn't have fucking even been anything.
Done anything.
Yeah. That's just another instance of like Howley's taking indigenous achievements, you know.
But that's the thing, like being proud of your culture. Like for me, like being proud of being Filipino now, especially like
Yeah, you guys have Manny Pacquiao. How can you not be proud? Like, what?
well, before like I look at Manny Pacquiao and go like, oh, this guy's a fucking badass. But then now I think about it like, wow, this guy did a lot for the
Bro,
Philippines.
he's a
man.
fucking senator. Like,
Exactly.
He's about it. He's not just like all talk like, yeah, I want to help the Philippines. He's
Right.
literally like fucking, he puts his senator job before his boxing career. Because like he knows that's where he can make a difference. And he has influence and he has money and like, yeah. Bro, it's nuts though how the Filipino president literally was just like killing everybody that like ever was around drugs or associated with it.
Oh, I can't even think of his
But
name.
I'll tell you
I
what,
know.
the drug rate of the Philippines, did anybody check it out? It's close to zero. I'll tell you that. The fucking it's working. But that's nuts. That's like me and you, Chonging and Doob at like Mosquito Park. And then cops rolling down from the police station just ga 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 ga. Fucking no more Gavin or Kike, bro. That's the fucking last joint we smoked.
Like, what happened to them? Wait, where'd they go? Oh yeah, they're gone, dog.
No, and the nice thing about the Filipino cops is like they'll plant like a knife or something, make it look like
Oh,
you know.
yeah, something
Oh,
else.
they attack.
I still haven't. So like, what's great about the Filipino culture is like I still haven't gone to the Philippines, but my dad.
You gotta eat peg.
Yeah.
Nah.
My dad.
You know what peg is?
Yeah. My dad used to go to the Philippines for mission trips, right?
Missions.
Well, I'll
Christian, right?
Christian.
Yeah.
Right. So he went for Christian mission trips, but he would go. And he's full Japanese, like full on. So he would go. He went a total of 12 mission trips there.
Holy shit.
And he would go by himself. And there would be some nut shit. Like, there would be guys that put hits on him in the Philippines for fucking $50.
Because they know, like...
Because they know, like, oh, this guy's fucking...
They think of him as a holy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that fucking holy
that's
Jehovah's
the fucking
Witness.
alien.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then the thing is, like, now, if you look at it, there's a lot of Japanese
In
that
the
just
Philippines.
travel to, the Philippines.
Yeah.
A shitload of them. But, like... But at the time when my dad went, which was like in the 90s, right, late 90s, like he would be looked as an outcast.
Oh yeah, because he's Japanese, but he's not Japanese.
Yeah.
He's Japanese, but he's not Nihongo.
He's not, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean, right? Mm-hmm. Like Japanese people, they take that fucking nationality pride. Like nationality and ethnicity is two different things.
Two different things.
But like they take that nationality pride way more serious than the ethnicity side.
Yep.
You know how in Hawaii we rep our ethnicities way more than our nationality, you know?
Yeah.
But it's totally reverse over there. They're like, fucking, Nihongo? No.
Like
No Nihongo.
Like, even though, like, if I went to Japan, they would
you would
consider
be an
me-
outcast too.
Exactly.
You
They'd
wouldn't
say
be Japanese, you know?
American Japanese.
Yeah, you wouldn't be Japanese. You'd be Gaijin.
Yeah, I'd be Gaijin.
I'd be Gaijin for sure.
But like, if I was born in Japan, it'd be native Japanese.
Yeah.
You know
They
what I
think,
mean?
they either
They'd say
think I'm
Nihongo.
Gaijin or they think I'm Okinawan. Nah. It's so funny how, like, Okinawa is the Taiwan of Japan, yeah? You fucking oppressive Asians. Nah.
Well, the thing about Okinawa is, like...
Bro, that was its own thing. Bro,
That is its
Okinawans
own-
are not
exactly.
Japanese, bro.
Right.
That's what trips me. Like, it doesn't trip me out, but I totally understand why the fuck they're so mad when people call them Japanese.
Yeah.
Because that's like Hawaiian getting fucking conquered by America. And then throughout the rest of history, people are like, oh, look at that. American.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'm a fucking Hawaiian. I'm not American.
Yeah.
Like, oh, bro. And I heard in the plantation days too, bro. When the Okinawans would come over, Okinawans would have the highest rate of suicide. You know why? You know why?
Why is that?
Because the way the fucking Japanese treated them on the plantations, bro. They were so discriminative. And, like, the Okinawans, like, religion
that.
and, like, their way of life wouldn't allow them to show any kind of, like, retaliation or emotion. So they would just go kill themselves, bro.
Oh, fuck.
It's fucking sad.
Fucking crazy,
That's
dude.
sad.
That's
bro.
crazy.
And you know why I think Japanese people hate Okinawans? Just because they tan better. Like, that's the only difference between them I can see. Like, fuck.
It's probably too, like they think of him, so, like...
They think they're lower class. They think they're, like, farmer, laborer people. And Japanese thinks they're, like, the bookkeeps, the fucking accountant, you know?
Yeah.
It's literally like a fucking...
Like, Taiwan and China, right? They think of, like, the Taiwanese as, like, oh, they're just outcasts. You know what I mean?
Literally.
You know, but they...
But the Taiwanese is like, fuck you, we're our own people.
Right.
We ain't like you.
Exactly.
We ain't outcasts of you, we us.
So, like, the identification of, like, going back to ethnicity and nationality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nationality, people just fucking, like, it's almost like an identification of, like, this is us. You know what I mean? Ethnicity, it's like, yeah, our bloodline is kind of linked to this, but, like, technically, we consider us this instead. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking crazy shit.
For real, though. It's just nuts how, like, that's a problem all throughout history, bro, is racism. Like, no matter what fucking era, it could be Europeans being racist against Europeans. You know what's a nuts fact? Africans had more slaves of Africans than Americans did.
Shit. Fucking crazy.
No, bro.
Jesus
Don't even
Christ.
cut that out because I'm gonna get canceled if you air that. But yeah, facts. Like, you know how the Americans got their slaves from Africa? They weren't just like fucking going hunting humans. It was the African chiefs selling their people to the Americans. So it's fucked. on both sides. Because it's like now you have a whole fucking population of people in America with identity crisis, bro. Like, their last name is not fucking Johnson or Smith or fucking, you know? It's fucked. Like, they don't even know what tribes they come from. Imagine that. Like,
yeah. That's generations of losing that, too.
bro, literally. Like, that's just as bad as genocide.
Yeah. It's almost like it's like labeling people.
Bro, it's worse. It's like fucking disconnecting them from them. Like, even fucking African Americans are stigmatized by other Like, African Americans aren't welcome in Africa. You know what I mean?
And because they consider them like a different
Americans. They consider them like Americans.
Yep.
Like, it's nuts. And it's fucked up the shit they say too. Cause like I was watching this YouTube interview thing about some girl in London. She was interviewing a black London girl about like why American black people are dumber than are like London black people. And she's like, they don't even know where they come from. They don't even know their identity. It's like you make like that's their fucking choice. It's like, have some fucking that could be your fucking cousin. Exactly. You don't even know.
And they just got lost along the way.
That's why I think it's so like beautiful in how Polynesian cultures, like a fucking chief from Tahiti would be welcome to rule the whole, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they weren't like that. I really don't like though how some people say King Kamehameha was Samoan.
Oh, for real? They say that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like,
why did they say that?
Because one of his kupuna has Samoan ties.
Okay. And?
Exactly. It's like all Polynesia was like mingling between each other, you know? Wow, this is the thick
You take
boy,
half
yeah.
half and half?
Oh. No, all the thick is on the bottom.
Oh, fuck. That means I'm going to get the thick.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Nah. Watch, it'll all turn milky. I bet. Oh yeah, look at that. All the oh, you look. Oh, give me some pulp. Give me some pulp.
Let's go. I had to save some for the Kampai.
Kampai.
So what do you think? Like
that's probably my favorite one.
Oh, that tastes good.
It's like refreshing.
So, in terms of like preserving culture and preserving like, I guess Hawaiian, you know, like just practices. What do you think people need to do right now? As like, what can they do now? You know what I'm saying?
So one thing Hawaiians can do now to preserve culture is start actually perpetuating your guys' culture. Like, so much of my friends like to bitch about like haules fucking planting kalo or like doing Hawaiian stuff, but it's like, right, you guys ain't fucking taking it upon yourself to learn. Like, why bitch about somebody that's actually fucking putting in the time, blood, sweat, and tears for fucking learn about something they want, and you just feel entitled to it? Like, bruh, so many Hawaiians today just fucking that entitlement. Like, oh, I get cocoa. I can fucking say whatever, do whatever. It's like, bruh, you don't perpetuate anything our kupuna did. Your worldview, your mindset is so far from, like, what being Hawaiian actually is. You actually haole. Like, when I call people haole, I'm never talking about a fucking skin color or a fucking character trait. I'm talking about a mindset. Like, if you fucking think like an individualist, all about yourself, selfish, fucking only fucking do things to benefit yourself, that's not Hawaiian. Because Hawaiians understood that they could take a burden onto themselves to make somebody's life easier. And they did that with, like, they did that for each other, you know? Like, a big problem today is, like, everybody just likes to bitch, bro. Like, so many fuckers I see on Facebook just bitch. It's like, you know what you should fucking do? Go fucking vote. You know how much fucking votes a fucking candidate gets when they win? Bro, 8,000 votes is what it took to become a fucking senator. There's people with more than 8,000 followers on social media. Go fucking run for office, bro. Stop bitching. Stop fucking expecting it to happen for you by somebody else. Because nothing is gonna fucking happen for you. You gotta make that shit happen for you.
You gotta inspire that shit.
Like, bro, I just hate how, like, we as a people are so disconnected from, like, our way of thinking that, like, we believe that it's unobtainable to ever get back to that point. Like, so much of my Hawaiian friends, they think, like, oh, if it wasn't for America, bro, Russia or China, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. It's not like that. You guys don't understand. If that was the case, every fucking island in the Pacific would be conquered by another, like, nation.
Exactly.
Like, how are you...
That's so true.
Like...
Their logic is not... It doesn't add up.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, bruh, in order to preserve our culture, we need to perpetuate. And not only on Instagram, bruh. Like, don't just fucking make like you Hawaiian for the day or for the likes. Like, bruh, you gotta fucking live this shit. Like, I'm not saying, like, fucking go into the lo'i every day or fucking go fucking compose on Oli. But, like... Bro, like, be thoughtful of your actions. Like, would your kupuna fucking be proud of what you're doing, or would they fucking be shamed? You know? Because, like, bro, we're all a product. Think about how many fucking people before you it took for you to be here. Bro, if you fuck up, all of it was for nothing, bro. Like, you have That's many grandparents, bro, that fucking made sacrifices. They had to struggle. They lived. They successfully had relationships. They fucking successfully raised their kids for them to raise their kids for them all the way to get down to you. Bro, think about how much of that had to happen for you to be here today. Don't fucking throw that away. Like, bro, you're here. Bro, like, life is good. You're special. Fucking make something with it. Like, this victim mindset that everybody's in nowadays, like, oh, fucking, my life is so hard. Oh, the world owes me this. Oh, if it wasn't for this, I would be this. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, if immigrants that can't even fucking speak English can move over to America and fucking start hustling, people born here have no fucking excuse. That's all a fucking victim-ass mindset shit. Bro, like...
us being here is a miracle in itself. Like,
literally. Think about how many people in the past had to have successfully met, relationshiped up, fucking raised the kids. Not just raise the kids, but raise the kids long enough until the kids could have kids. Until the kids could have kids. Exactly. Like, bruh, back then it wasn't no fucking joke. Like, bruh, it's nuts,
because our bloodline could have been fucking cut off at any time.
You could possibly be the last of your bloodline.
Exactly.
Don't let that be the case. Ever. Bro, like, fuck it. Make something with your life. Bro, like, the most important thing of life is, like, to fucking build relationships, bro. Like, people don't understand that. It's like, when you die, people are only going to remember one thing. If you was squirrely or if you wasn't. Like, straight up. They're not going to fucking care, like, your world record video game. They're not going to care, like, what fucking car you... Like, they're going to care if you fucking showed up for them or if you didn't. And that's that, bro. Like, straight up.
Like, even, like, just this year, I've been meeting a shitload of Sugais. Like, it's not even, like...
Oh, you guys is guaranteed related down the line.
Halfway through the year, and I'm fucking meeting, like, a shitload of Sugais. And I'm, like, I'm super proud of them, because it's like, fuck, you guys are here. Like, we're meeting each other, even if we're distantly related. Like
look at what we're
generations.
Doing. Look at what we're doing. Our kupuna must be proud that we're
exactly. That we're connecting.
Yeah, exactly.
At a different, like, wherever we fucking are. It's like we're there at the same place at the right time. And we're looking at our generations before that, and they're like, holy shit. They had to have gone through some shit in order for us to meet at this point.
In order for us to us.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's fucking crazy. So that's why, like, when I meet another Sugai, I'm just like, holy fuck, like... Congratulations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight
like,
up.
You know, like, congratulations. Like, we're here. This is fucking cool. You know?
For real.
And it is. I remember my dad was telling me, like, in Bishop Museum, like, I guess, like one of the Sugais was, like, a plantation worker, too, back then. And he was in one of the paintings. And for some reason, like, I'm super proud of that. Because it's like...
No, bro, you should be. Like...
You know, it's like
that's heritage.
That's heritage. Like, just to be part of that part of history back then, and to be able to talk about that shit today, and my dad and I, we had the opportunity to talk about that
Literally.
shit, was like, that's fucking crazy. Because imagine, like, before my dad, like my dad was born, like, what if his generation was cut off, and
They didn't even know.
we didn't even know?
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
And that probably is the case a lot of the times, bro.
uh-huh.
Like, imagine, like, how much of your family you don't know.
Right.
Bro, like, even when my grandma passed away in 2017, bro, like, it made me realize, like, fuck, I didn't even meet all of my grandma's siblings.
Mm-hmm.
I never met my grandma's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck. And, bro, like, I was really depressed when my grandma died, bro. But, like, the one thing that helped me fucking get through it was, like, imagine how much of her loved ones went before her that she's been missing. And, like, she finally gets to see again.
Uh-huh.
Like,
And they're looking at you right now.
Like,
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
comfort that I got. Like, she finally gets to be with the ones that she missed.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, straight up for, like, my family, because, like, my dad passed away last year, and my uncle passed away in 2015, right? So they had three brothers. There were three of them, right?
Oh, okay.
And
The
my
three
uncle,
sons?
my uncle still left, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, there's, like, been, like, some disconnect with, like, some of my family with my uncle, and I try to preserve that because I'm just kind of like, even if there was, like, some tension, that shit is still there.
Yeah, it's like, you're the last connection I have to my dad. Bro.
Exactly.
Like,
And I feel like it's not like a responsibility.
no,
but
it
like,
is. It is a responsibility.
It is a responsibility,
It is.
but, like, not just that, but it's like a wanting to still connect and fucking be a part of that because it's, you know, like,
that's ohana, bro.
Exactly.
Like, you guys fucking, you guys have a common ancestor,
Right.
you know? Like, that's crazy.
And then there's like of course there's, like, some family members, not ones that I know, like, they're probably watching this and probably like, oh shit, he's probably talking about me, but, like, no, probably not.
Not you guys, fam.
But, like, there's, like, some distant family that, like, I'm not really, like, really close to, and I don't really know, but, like, when I meet them, I'm just like,
It's
holy
just,
fuck.
like, fucking natural kind.
Exactly, like,
it's like, oh, where's two guys? Nah.
or even, like on my Filipino side, it's like, oh fuck, like, we share a commonality, and somewhere in our tree, or, like, our family tree, we intertwine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, like, not somewhere, like, the whole way up.
Exactly.
Until you guys.
Yeah. And that's a fucking crazy thing, because to be able to connect on that intersect at that point is crazy, because at some point in time it's like that could have been cut off.
Bro, funny you say that, because, like, actually, so my papa passed away last year too, and he was, like, my father figure. I was raised by him. And, like, through that, I found out that one of my kumu from Windward is actually my papa's first cousin's son. So that's family to us, bro. Like, and I never would have figured that out if it wasn't for, like, my papa's hala, you know, like, transition.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, it's just crazy stuff like that, bro. Like, think about how much family you don't even know you have.
Yeah.
That, like, you could be interacting with every day from a day-to-day basis. Like, I wish there was something in life to where, like, if you got close to someone you were related to, like, a fucking ping would go off, or, like, some kind of signal.
Like a fucking, like a sensor.
It's so shitty that you could be, like, somewhere in the world and, like, miraculously just drive past your mom, and, like, nothing would tell you that, like, your mom is right here. You know, like, fuck.
Yeah, even on this island, like, I feel like there's probably people I passed by and they probably had the last name Sugai. And I just didn't even fucking know it.
Guarantee, bro.
Which is crazy. So I hope they watch this podcast. Hit me up, DM me. You know what I'm saying? If you're Sugai, fucking hit me up, dog.
My last name is different because it's a hyphenate. So my parents weren't married. So I'm Varys Young. That's cut that out of the pod. Though.
Yeah.
I don't need everybody. Nah, but Varys and Young. That's fucking Varys is the Portuguese. And then Young is Chinese. Hawaiian Chinese, yeah. So fucking all the Varyses in Hawaii are related.
Okay.
Varus, Vares.
Yeah.
So like whenever I meet a Varus, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, who you related to, but I know we're related.
Somewhere.
And it's kind of fun, yeah, somewhere. Cause like fuck, I forgot where I was gonna go with this. Anyway, I'm the only Varus young, so I don't ever have to worry about like meeting another one and being like, oh, how are you related? I just gotta worry about meeting like the actual family, you know, like
Yeah.
the Varuses or the Youngs. Cause like there's a family with the last name Young up in North Shore, and they're like fucking hoodlum, gangsta, like shoot people kind, like
Oh, for real?
really bad, like not even good people
Oh, the
kind.
reputation is different.
Everybody asks me if I'm related to the North Shore Youngs, and I'm like, nope.
Mm.
Nope, I am the Kahalu Kauai Youngs. I plant and I grow kalo. I do not shoot people.
If I'm shooting people, I'm doing
I'm
it
on stream.
I'm on COD right now. Fucking Warzone right now.
Straight up. Ikaikaloha on Twitch. Ame Kick. Yeah, bro. My name Ikaikaloha. I think I was like 9th grade when I came up with that, but like I was trying so hard to like figure out a cool Instagram name.
Okay.
Like my first gamer tag was Hawaiian Ninja.
Okay.
But like you could tell a 7th grader made that, you know what I mean?
No, it makes sense.
But
Why ninja? No.
Ikaikaloha? My mana'o behind that. So okay.
Well, let me set it up since we're gonna cut out the very young. So yeah, tell me about how you started with Ikaikaloha.
Oh, okay. I'd love to dive into that story.
Yeah.
So, if you're from Hawaii, you obviously recognize that Ikaikaloha is a compound word between the word Ikaika and the aloha. But you don't say it like Ikaika aloha.
Right.
You just say Ikaikaloha.
Yeah.
And I made I made that in like 9th grade. And I was like thinking of something that I could like use for a handle on Instagram.
Okay.
Like before, I used to be Hawaiian Ninja, and that kind of was just like, okay, when I like get older, people are gonna know a 7th grader made that, like Hawaiian Ninja. Oh, okay, but so the mana'o behind Ikaikaloha, the word Ikaika in Olelo Hawaii means strength, strong, fucking potency, like a lot of things, but mostly strength, and then aloha. So okay. In Hawaii, everybody thinks that aloha means hello, goodbye, love, but that's not the case to me because I'm taking Olelo Hawaii, so I actually understand that there's words for greetings, which is velina. There's words for goodbye, which is not aloha. But to me, aloha means love, like simple. And it's just that Hawaiians would always greet and farewell each other with love, you know? Like, what's the first thing you want to do when you see somebody you love? Is love them. Aloha, you know? It's not like, hello.
Yeah.
It's just love. Like, love. Love from me to you. Love. So, Ikaikaloha. Strong love. Just love strong. Strong love. Be real. Be fucking just.
I like it.
Just be olu. Just fucking, you know, don't be fake.
Yeah.
Be straight up.
Right.
Like, just Ikaikaloha.
Live by that, right?
Aye.
And like I talked about this on Alani's podcast. Alani Silva. Shouts to Alani Silva.
Shout out Alani.
But like we were talking about you know what aloha means to me. So like I'll go off like a little bit of a different one, which was I said aloha was sharing, right? Because there's a ton of like, you know, even like.
But what's the one thing that sharing has in common with mine? That is like you only share with people you love. You know what I mean?
Right. And then the thing is like, so some people think of like, oh, aloha is not like if someone's like maybe telling me something like straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like even if it's the truth and even if it's like kind of negative,
and
right?
They don't like it.
And they don't like it and they think, oh, it's not aloha, but it's like no, that's
aloha.
the difference. It is aloha because
it's aloha because of that.
It's aloha because of that.
I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that was good, bro, and it was shitty. I'm gonna tell you like, bro, you could work on this. Like I noticed that this is like what people usually pop off with, and this is not what you did. So
exactly.
It's never I know exactly what you mean, bro. Constructive criticism shouldn't ever be taken as hate. It should be taken as aloha.
Especially if you
like, that's why I fucking text you and ask you for like advice and questions, because like,
yeah,
bro, like, you know how to do this shit. Like, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, but
So,
you did great. You did great doing it. but that's the thing, like for me, like aloha is like sharing, because like, especially like when you combine it with love, because if you're sharing it with people that you really love, you're genuine with, someone you can't like fake about, it's like you sharing ideas and you really build each other up, and you fucking become like
cool. You're building each other up, bro. Like I know it sounds corny. Aloha means love, yeah, but bro, like the aloha spirit is real, bro. Like everywhere that I have been that is not Hawaii, it makes me fucking appreciate being from Hawaii so much more, bro. Like, you know how weird it is calling somebody auntie in the mainland? I didn't know until I went. And then you know what the reply was?
What was that?
I'm not your fucking auntie. I don't know you. I'm like,
oh shit.
Fuck, sorry. Like, sorry, Mrs. or Miss. Like, fuck.
Sorry, Miss so-and-so.
Bro, straight up. It's like, I don't know you like that. Fucking you auntie. Like, anybody that's older than me and that I respect, I'm obviously calling uncle or auntie. Like,
and that's a term of endearment as well.
Literally,
you know?
like, I'm glad that
auntie.
people in Hawaii understand that. Because,
exactly.
like, what else would I call you? Hey, stranger. Hey, person. Hey, dummy.
Mister.
Nah.
Or especially even calling them by their first name.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like saying uncle. Like, hold on. It's so funny that we mentioned that, because shouts out to Uncle Scooby, Makapapa Olelo Hawaii 301, Keia Summer. Anyway, so there's this older guy in our class. His name is Scooby.
That's fucking cool.
Gray hair, super connect. Like, he's like in his 60s. And then one day after class, he's just talking story to me. He's like, you know, I really love cruising with people from your guys' generation, because I just feel like you guys vibrate at a different frequency than me and my friends. And bro, when he told me that, like, it just felt so good, like, being able to, like, be part of his happiness, you know? Like, like, he finds joy in fucking cruising with us after class, just talking story, just because it makes him feel young again, you know? Like, bro, like, shouts out Uncle Scooby, bro. You're the man. Yeah, he listens to my podcast, bro. Like, today when he was giving his demonstration, he pulled out my Twitch flyer and like shouted it out in Hawaiian for everybody.
Fucking cool,
He's
dude.
like, yeah, while you guys is watching Ikaikaloha stream, go make beef stew.
That's fucking cool, dude.
He's the man.
But that's aloha right there.
That is aloha. That's where I was trying to get to. Yep. My bad.
I was just trying to help you out.
He was like, hey, where the fuck did that go? Let's start. No, but that's aloha straight up. And like, it's really real, bro, because like, you notice it when it's gone. Imagine like just going to the store and like just being nice to people and they don't fucking care. Yeah. Like, not that you're being nice because you want them to care. But it becomes forgettable. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like, bro.
Like, this is an actual human being.
Like literally, I ain't no NPC, bro. Like, I got fucking feelings. Like, I'm gonna go tell my chick about this interaction. Right. Like, fuck off.
There's a story behind that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
That's fucking crazy. You know?
Yeah.
That's why I love doing fucking podcasts,
bro. Like, I love doing... Okay, so I was doing just, you know, how I was doing just interviews. But, like, I realized I might as well just fucking label them as podcasts, because that's basically what they are. And, like, nobody is searching interviews nowadays. So, yeah, podcast.
Exactly.
Please, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. I'm a streamer. I'm not a podcaster. I just happen to fucking host one. Just when I have guests, I put it on that platform. I'm not trying to fucking be Hawaii's next Joe Rogan. I'm literally just trying to do me and make it. I really just want to fucking do things I love for a living. Like, I don't want to have to fucking punch a clock or fucking answer to some garut not even from here, you know? Yeah, I want to build my own shit. And I can in this day and age. Like, if you have a fucking smartphone and you are not making money off of that phone, then you are just trapped in consumer mindset, my friend. Like, there's two types of people. There's consumers and there's hustlers. Which lane you gonna be in? Because I tell you what, I'm not no... like, yeah, I'm a consumer in some ways, but I'm a fucking hustler, bro. Like, I am not working for somebody my whole life. I'm fucking hustling.
Yeah, and utilizing that shit.
Straight up. Straight the fuck up, bro. Like, there's so many resources at our disposal in this day and age that, like, if you're not finding success, you're not trying. That's basically it.
And they're not thinking.
Or you're not trying. Literally. All you gotta do is try. You'll see results.
Right.
Because when you try, and if it's not working, you see what's not working. If you try and it's working, then you fucking keep expanding.
Yeah.
You know? Like, try. The best advice is to try. Because the worst thing that can happen is you end up in the same spot before you tried.
All right.
And usually that's not a bad spot to be in. But the best thing that can happen is always life-changing. Like, bro, look at fucking Ian Tongi. You think that if he was just like, oh, mom, I don't like try American Idol. I'm fucking scared. I'm nervous.
Yeah,
what
I don't
if
like singing. Yeah, fuck.
Like, oh, fuck. Bruh. Now look. Overnight sensation, famous, never gonna have to fucking worry again. Can move back to Hawaii. Definitely.
And didn't even have to sell out.
Didn't have, bro. So much people I know is like, bro, watch, the money's gonna change him, bro. Bro, Iam Tongi's gonna change. And I'm like, bro, you guys don't understand, like, the type of foundation he has.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he grew up in Hawaii, but he grew up in a Polynesian family in Hawaii. Way different. They go to church every Sunday. Their family unit is the most important thing. He is the breadwinner now that his father passed. He's going to do everything in his power to look out for his family. That's what he cares about. He's from Kahuku. That's all they got.
And they were instilled with those
values.
Those values. From birth.
From birth. Literally, bro.
Yeah. Shouts to Ian, bro.
Ian Tongi, if you ever want to be a guest on my pod, please reply to... There's like 5 DMs and like you just got to search up my name. You'll see the DMs. Ikaikaloha. Mahalo.
Shouts to Ian. If you want to jump on my podcast, bro, I love Ian, bro. I thought...
Bro, going to his concert, I'm so glad I got to be part of that because like that's a fucking like... Just... I love when Hawaii... lifts one of our own up. I fucking hate when we fucking tear each other down. The biggest problem with Hawaii is crabs in a bucket mindset, bro. Everybody sees somebody getting a little success and they're like envious, they're jealous, they're like, oh, what the fuck is this guy get the fucking success for? How come not me?
But
it's like nobody sees the work you put in behind the scenes. Bro, everybody comes up to me and they're like, oh, you're popping off on Twitch. Oh, you're doing good, yeah. And they're like, oh, you don't see me fucking editing clips. You don't see me trying to fucking email, trying to contact people for guests. You don't see me trying to fucking bust my ass, trying to think of ideas, trying to fucking film content. You don't see all the headaches I have when I have fucking creative block. When you know, like everybody just thinks like I'm lucky, and it's just happening. It's like, bruh.
They don't have an abundant mindset.
They don't. They're consumers.
Right, and that's the thing. Like before we end off, like abundant mindsets, like that's a fucking big thing. Like I always talk about, like there's always enough space for people, and
there's enough success for everybody.
There's enough.
We all
success.
can build each other up.
Exactly.
Look at Joe Rogan and his friends.
Right.
He literally made all his friends famous.
And we just have to like tap into that shit and then realize that and then fucking continue building what we're doing.
Literally.
And that's like what I think people don't understand these days because they look at it through their own eyes and they just see a bunch of shit and they're like, fuck, I wish I could do that rather than I can get there.
Facts. Or they feel like they should have been there without doing any other work.
Yeah.
It's
without
like,
doing any of the work.
It's like, bro, so much, like, you're never going to get more hate from anywhere else but your hometown. And that's the saddest fucking... That's the saddest truth, bro. Like, crabs in a bucket. People aren't gonna support you unless everybody else from everywhere else is already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, right?
Yep.
You notice that about Hawaii?
I could make a whole fucking podcast on that.
Well, we're gonna have an episode 2 Ikaikaloha on my pod. We go fucking talk about this.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. But brah, it was good having you on the show,
Bro, I really appreciate you fucking taking the time to have me.
Of course, dude.
It's always a pleasure with you, bro. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like you're just so cool that we became so close so fast.
I know, for real, huh?
Like, from the first time I met you, it was already just click. And then up until now, it's just like, yeah, I already consider you a good friend, bro. Like, fuck, you come to my house. So, like, I'm in your house.
Yeah, bro.
Like, like, not a lot of people know this, but I don't invite everybody to my house. Like, fuck, you can't sit with us. Nah. You know what I mean? But, bro, like, I don't know. I just don't ever feel no fakeness from you. And fucking, that's really hard to find nowadays. Mm-hmm. Straight up.
Yeah, when I first met you, I was just like we really vibed on a...
Fuck yeah. I didn't even know you from Kaneohe. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you're like 10 minutes away. Come to my house the next fight. And you did.
It was funny because, like, we met each other and I had, like my voice was like fucking cut off, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like now you hear like the natural voice, but like my voice was so fucking cut off. But like we still vibed on like a good level. So like,
definitely, bro.
Just happy that we're good friends and
fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
We definitely gotta hit that double date soon, Kill.
Hawaiians.
But I was gonna tell you, freaking. For one, I appreciate you for having me, bro. Like, I'm honestly honored.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I haven't done enough yet to be up there with the likes of some people on there, but I fucking appreciate it a lot, bro. Like, and I'm really looking forward to our pod on... Not like I wasn't looking forward to this one, but like, you know what I mean, bro? Anytime I fucking cruise with you, I'm looking forward to it just because I know it's going to be killer.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking good. Did you want to shout out any of your socials or anything you want to shout out?
Mostly just shout out my boy Gavin because he's the fucking man. And you guys is obviously listening to the right podcast if you're hearing me talk this right now. But yeah, bro, I just want to thank Gavin for everything, for fucking inviting me into his home, for fucking introducing me to his wife, everything, his ohana, fucking...
Bob over there.
Bob, you can catch some cracks after this. And just if you guys want to learn more about like Hawaiian culture or anything kalo or like streaming, freaking you guys can find me on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Ikaikaloha, Ikaikaloha. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it all the same?
Yeah, all the same.
What are you mainly streaming on these days?
So I was mainly just trying to take advantage of Kick while it's still like so the thing with Kick is that it was a new platform. So like people could still discover me from like a category page. Like Yeah. So fucking I've been streaming on Kick, but honestly Twitch, the user interface is much better. You can use a free Amazon Prime subscription every month. Yeah, like Twitch, Kick is just too new still yet. But I'm not like fully committed to one side. I usually stream on both still.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And then if anybody wants to listen to any of my podcast episodes, it's called Tales from the Taro Patch on Spotify. I think there's like 5 episodes up so far. And then, I want Gavin to be my 6th.
No, thank you. The newest episode so far right now is with Brenton Awa.
Yep. Brenton Awa. I had a state senator on my stream and
cool
pod.
Guy.
Like
fucking cool guy.
Very olu loa. We had a good conversation, and fucking I had I don't know if anybody's into UFC, but I'm a fucking hardcore UFC fan. So the light heavyweight champion right now, his name is Jamal Hill. I had Jamal Hill's manager on stream.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's like, he also is the manager for Rose Namajunas, like Brother Ray Cooper III, Kaiboy Kamaka.
Oh, so
Sucker Punch Entertainment.
Sucker Punch, right.
Yep.
I didn't realize he manages for Jamal Hill.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Then I had Braden Fehoko, NFL defensive end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fuck the Chargers. Braden. No. And then fucking yeah, I had my boy Alpuni. Alpuni Pagoa.
Oh, Alpuni, man. Yes, fucking knock that guy out.
Bro. Alpuni, what's your favorite strike to catch an opponent with? Probably my right hook.
And he caught him with it, bro. Yeah. That was fucking crazy, dude.
Literally.
Or was it the left hook?
No, it was a right hook? I don't want to expose Puni on the pod, but
oh, okay.
So his lead rate is fucking strong.
We can talk about that after.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Kamaka. Kamaka was also...
Kamaka Diaz too. My fucking first ep of the pod. So Kamaka was my first episode when I actually rebranded interviews into pods. And I just wanted to get his blessing first before I start calling my stuff a pod. I was like, hey, so what, Kamaka? Like, interviews, like, nobody's really searching that nowadays. Like, would you be cool with me calling this a podcast? And he's like, bro, why are you even asking me? Like, Kamaka Diaz is so cool, bro. Olu Oya. And yeah, fucking, I had so much fun. And I'm really looking forward to this again soon at my house.
Yeah, bro. Fucking. And yeah, thank you for coming on the show and really just fucking. We went through a bunch of shit.
No, bro, thank you for having me, for real.
Guaranteed, dog.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. We'll do another one sometime, too.
Yes,
But for all the guests out, or for all the people out there that are watching, oh, fuck. We always do a Kampai. So if you guys have glasses, if you guys want to fucking... You guys are drinking with us, bruh. Let's fucking go. Bruh, this guy down this... I still have a little bit, so that's why I kept a little bit. So
yeah, I know. You told me save some.
Bruh, this guy's mixing fucking Space Jam and fucking...
King's Cup.
King's Cup. Oh, this guy... This guy making a Jamba Juice fucking... Oh, shit. This guy making a Jamba Juice... beer right here, but
yeah, this is
Kaika, this is for you, bro. This is to your success in the future and then even now, dog. You know what I mean? You're doing some great things and for your podcast to grow and, bruh, for shit in the future, bruh. I hope for the best for you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah. I really appreciate that.
Kampai.
Kampai.
Oh.